Andy, thank you very much. It's always a big deal when a Lower Mainland boy makes the Vancouver Canucks, especially when you make it the way Burnaby's Mike Santorelli did, as in perhaps not expected to. So welcome to After Hours. I guess, Mike, the first thing we have to do is address what happened in the third period tonight. The hope would have been that you could have recovered from that unfortunate mix-up in the second period. Did it cost you that much?
Yeah, I think we took a couple penalties at the beginning of that third period that kind of put us behind the 8 ball, and they capitalized on their power play. So, and then we got down by a couple, and then we can come back.
Your first 2 periods, though, were spectacular. Not only as a team, but yourself. What positives do you take from this?
You know what? I thought we got the puck in deep. We played fast. We went to the net. Price played unbelievable. I thought we had a good amount of chances, and unfortunately they didn't go in. But you know what? I think if we play like that, I think success will happen.
You're a wonderful story. You came into training camp, I think, behind about half a dozen names from Shinkarik to Schrader, and yet you've made the team, made it in a big way. So the tweets from Russell Harper, he says, Santorelli, that's what he's calling. PTO to the NHL first line with the Canucks. Actually, it wasn't a PTO because you signed a contract, two-way deal. But talk about making your dream a reality and fighting through adversity. You've done it. What did you tell yourself in the offseason?
You know what? I think every kid from Vancouver dreams of the chance to get the opportunity to play for Vancouver. I kind of just came in and I wanted to reestablish myself at a tough couple of years there, and so in the summer I just said to myself, I want to focus on what I could control and play to get back to playing to my assets, and that's what I wanted to do coming into camp, and that's what I want to do moving forward here.
We have to ask you what happened, do you think, in that year and a half in which you were basically wandering in the wilderness. Winnipeg took you, and you played, I think, 10 games, 1 assist, cut you loose at the end of the year, and then you end up here.
Yeah, I had that, that first good year in Florida, and then, maybe
41 points, right?
Yeah. And maybe I just kind of, took maybe the little thing, I expected things maybe, but I got hurt in training camp, and you know what, it was a tough couple of years. Things changed. They had a lot of young draft picks that they wanted to, bring up. But there was a lot of holes in my game too that I needed to, get better at, and that's what I've been working on. And that's a work in progress for sure still. But that's kind of what happened there.
Well, playing for the Canucks is a dream, has been a dream of yours. That's some 20 years in the making. We've got the photographic evidence to prove it. Do you still have that sweater?
Somewhere tucked at home there, I don't know if I fit into it anymore, though.
We've got a few of these shots. So, obviously in the Lower Mainland, you cheered for the Canucks. What are your most vivid Canuck memories?
The first one that jumps out would have to be in '94. My dad got a ticket to the Stanley Cup Finals, and the Canucks were playing the Rangers, and my favorite player was Pavel Bure, and went to the game, and he was just unbelievable that game. He was just all over the ice using his speed, and so exciting to watch. And he got a breakaway, and they kind of hauled him down, and so he got a penalty shot, and the fans, the atmosphere of the Pacific Coliseum was just amazing. And I said to myself, man, if I could ever do this would be amazing. So, that's probably my most fond memory of Vancouver.
The tweet is from Ryan Biuk. And you've answered it. How did the '94 Cup run impact your love of hockey? So we'll move on from that. You had the breakout year with the Vernon Vipers. I think you had, 96 points in 80 games. That really put you on the NHL radar. And Nashville took you on draft day, but you didn't go to the draft in Raleigh, North Carolina. So what was draft day like for you?
Draft day back then was, I think, 2 days, and the first day was the first round pick, and then the rest of the rounds were, because it was in the East, it was, early in the morning, so I was up at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and me and my mom and dad and my brother and sister were sleeping. So, I saw guys that I played against getting drafted, and I'm kind of getting anxious. I'm like, maybe I won't go. But so 6th round comes up, and 177 gets picked, and I'm clicking refresh on the computer, and my name, nothing comes up. So then all of a sudden I get a phone call. I'm not thinking anything of it. It was my, family advisor at the time, and he said, Nashville just picked you up, and I think it woke everyone in the house up. So it was very exciting for the family.
You had to do something to get noticed here in training camp with so many guys penciled in ahead of you on the depth chart. I'm wondering if it was beating the Sedins in John Tortorella's 12-minute 2-mile run. How did you do it? No one's supposed to beat that.
Oh, man. That was a tough run. They were in the first group. I was in the second group, so I kind of saw them, and I'm like, they were going at a fast pace, and So then the second we went up, and I felt good the first couple laps, and I'm like, I hope I can contain this pace. And I just said, put my head down and I just try to continue, and eventually it just it worked out, and I made it.
Okay, quickly, 2 OT winners so far this season. The first one against Calgary 6 nights ago. Here it is, and the other on Tuesday night against New Jersey. You're the king of the tip-ins here now. Tuesday's winner originally credited to Jason Garrison, your former Florida teammate and fellow BC boy. Here's his reaction to you getting the goal from him.
Hi, Michael. This is Jason Garrison from White Rock, British Columbia. I'm just, I think I know you. I believe we had some dinners together. I think you roomed with me. Kind of showed you the ropes a little bit. Just curious of how you could really take that goal away from me.
Oh man, that's tough. I don't know where the dinners. I thought I made him dinners all the time. All those salmon dinners he loves. So maybe from all those salmon dinners he owes me one. Maybe.
Thanks for your time.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you
very much.
Having some time with us.
Thank you.
So the best Vancouver Canucks story of the first 2 weeks of the season. Mike Santorelli, our guest on After Hours.